I just hit the record button. Still don't have any music. Okay, I'm working on that. We're gonna have music eventually.
Okay.
Welcome to another episode of the Cultured Misfits podcast. This is episode 2. And Jennifer, what I realized is from the first episode, I never introduced myself. Did you know that? Rel, were you aware of that? No, she's gonna be
You
silent.
know,
No, yeah. I didn't introduce myself. It just went
both
into you.
times.
Both times,
Oh.
maybe well, no, we're not going to talk about that we did an episode and then we scratched it. We're just going to talk about the second one.
That's insider conversations, okay?
Right. You putting this out?
Well, I'm sorry. Well,
You.
I remember that you had an introduction. I just didn't real. Well, you had an introduction. I just didn't realize that you didn't introduce yourself within your little spiel.
No, I didn't.
If that makes sense.
He's so used to being the man, so he
Oh, here
doesn't
we go.
need
Right.
to introduce himself because he's already known,
Mm-hmm.
So that's what he's used
Exactly.
Is that what it is? Or maybe I'm just so
Yeah.
involved with what's going on that I just forgot. But hey, I am Brandon, aka DJ Silk. And this is, again, the Cultured Misfits podcast. Thank you for joining us. And I have to the left of me.
That would be me,
Yes.
Jennifer.
Yes. And to the right of me, by way of South Beach.
Rell.
Rell, yeah, because remember, people are listening to this too, Rell. They
Yeah.
can't just see it for those who choose to listen to us on the go. And today's topic, we are talking about when outside opens up. All right, ladies, are we excited
Mhm.
about lights?
I am ready. I'm excited.
Rell,
I've been living like it was semi-closed.
Nah. Rell, how about Rell has been taking full advantage of this situation, traveling all over the place. So,
Yeah.
but are you excited about the possibility of outside opening up?
I am, and I guess I can be more relaxed. I'm excited about feeling less restricted.
Gotcha. Because
Yeah.
like down in Miami, even though Florida is pretty governmentally, they're just like fuck it, whatever. I know like a lot of private entities have still like they're holding on to a lot of the restrictions to try to keep people safe. Is that correct? So
Yes. So most places like restaurants, or anywhere you go, any establishment, the employees wear masks.
okay.
Or your servers will wear masks, but yeah, like you said, most places do still have signs to ask that you wear a mask when you enter. But a lot of places here have outdoor seating or
Right.
our outdoor activities, so no one really wears masks.
Do they still have the mask mandate? I thought they still did. I thought it was only Texas that.
No. Florida was like, man, fuck this. Like
That
you don't
too.
have to wear a
Yo, the
mask.
Floridians are different.
I think it was Texas, Mississippi, and Florida.
Yeah. And so what
Mhm.
is happening is the private sector has taken the role of government. Like, okay, we want to keep our people safe as possible. So,
Mhm.
now in terms of capacity in Florida, are they allowing like are the restaurants full up or are they kind of limiting seating, bro?
No,
They
it looks
don't know
like
what capacity means.
right.
No. Okay.
It looks like regular dining that's going on.
I mean, do you see like the videos on social media, people clubbing, booties just everywhere?
Yeah, I
Mhm.
see that. But what I'm curious about is like the restaurants, like just the everyday normal stuff. Like you go someplace for lunch, dinner, like
Mhm.
the normal stuff, not the strip club, not I know those places, they don't give a fuck. But that's what I was curious about. So, but at any
Some
rate,
places do. Like this place that I love to get tacos from, they're like really strict about it. Like they have a line outside and they have one customer come in at a time to place their order. And then after your order is placed, you have to wait outside for your order. And then they'll call you to come get your order when it's finished. So
okay.
I guess it just depends on the establishment.
Okay. All right. Okay. That's what I was curious to know about. So,
Hmm.
so as we move closer to this new normal, because I think everybody's like they want things to go back to normal. I'm like, no, I don't want things to go back to normal. I want a new normal. I want the old normal got us to this. We need to be collectively better. But we're not going to go down the political or the social lanes of the conversation. We're gonna have fun, right?
Oh man.
So
Mm-hmm.
yes, yes. Jen, why do you say old man like that?
Because, this trend, hot girl summer, it's already started.
Really?
Mm-hmm. The
Yeah.
streets are calling my name.
I'm going to the streets.
The streets. Yeah.
Remember, hot girl summer can result in pregnant girl fall. Okay, just remember that.
Oh man.
Oh, goodness. None of that.
I'm just saying. I'm just
Well,
saying.
none of that for me.
There. No, well, you got your boo. Um, so
She's single.
no,
I
I mean
am
she is
single. I don't have a
single.
boo.
Okay.
You see how they be telling our business?
Right.
Okay, but you didn't let me finish. I was talking about in the last episode. She was talking about the guy that
Oh.
can't swim, right? And we were,
Mhm.
gave some
No,
advice
that can swim and doesn't like beach destinations.
because he can't swim, right? He's looking out
Yeah,
at those
but
crashing waves. That looks like crashing death to him, right? So have you had any inroads with that, or do you not want to talk about that? We don't have to talk about that. I'm just curious and nosy. That's the same thing,
um,
right? Yeah, it is.
there has been no update with that yet. So
Okay.
He's just
yeah,
on the back burner. The summer started. She's not worried
yeah.
about making sure that she understands why he doesn't like water.
Oh, all right, dude. It's over, man. You might as well just find you a chick that can't swim, and you'd be good. Like the mountains, the forest,
That's what
the
he
track.
needs. Mhm.
He does. He does. He does. He does. So, Jennifer, what is the first thing that you would like to do when things are officially open? Do you have you figured that out yet?
I want to go to a concert. That's what I want to do.
Okay.
My right now my favorite reggaeton artist is Bad Bunny, and
Hmm.
he announced his a tour, and I want to go see him so bad. I love.
Okay. Tour dates have been. So, which concert you going to?
I think I'm gonna do the one in New York, but it's not till 2022. But we're already halfway through this year,
Mhm.
so only what 6, 7 more months.
It's this the fifth month. That's not half yet. Don't be
Okay,
rushing
and
through
when
our life.
you close your eyes and open them in 2 seconds, you're gonna see.
Right. It's gonna be October.
Ah,
So
right.
I'm preparing now because his tickets are like really, really expensive.
Define really, really expensive.
Like nosebleeds are starting at like 450 nosebleeds, and but and then like the lower up, like the level right above the ground, those are going for 3 grand.
Ain't no
Mhm.
fucking way Bad Bunny's worth
Yeah,
no 3 grand.
he's worth it. Just not my money, somebody else's money.
Nah,
You have
shout
to
out to
remember,
Bad
people
Bunny.
are excited to get out there,
Yeah,
so they're gonna be willing for
and
the first
Hispanics,
concert
we're just
of a
different.
major artist.
I get
Mhm.
that, but we've also had almost a year of a lot of financial turmoil for a lot of people. So, like, it was either you
That
had
is
a
true.
major come up, or like you lucky you're not homeless if you're not homeless. So, I guess he's appealing to the audience that had the major come up, all the people that did well on
Well,
Robinhood.
not really him, because of course he doesn't set the ticket prices, but it's the people that buy the tickets that are reselling. Like those that get first dibs. Like
Oh,
if you go on Ticketmaster, they're not being sold directly from the event most of the time. Like people buy them, they have dibs on those seats, and it's those seats that they run up
oh,
Oh,
because he
they're
became like
reselling them
a
at those prices.
yeah like platinum artist like all COVID. Like he just right when COVID hit, he dropped an album, and then that's when
okay.
I
Well,
became obsessed with
sorry
him.
what I said earlier about Bad Bunny. My fault, dude. I thought Bad Bunny was like $3,000 for those seats. Okay, all right. I apologize. I misspoke. So Bad Bunny, you rock. You do what you do. And those resellers, I hate them. I hate them. They mess things up. No, because
They do.
it's one thing to like, all right, you buy the ticket and you want to make 15-20% profit. That's reasonable. I can get that. But when you're price gouging to the extent where
Mm.
you're taking probably a ticket that's 150, 200, like 150, and then you're
Yeah.
marking it up to 3,000. That's absolutely ridiculous. So sorry about
That's
that. So outdoor concert, that's thing one. Is there anything else that you would love that you're itching to do?
not really, because I've been traveling, so
Yes, you
and I love that. So
have.
that concerts would be the biggest thing. I mean, I go to restaurants. I work at a bar, so it's not like I was prohibited to not doing
Right.
anything.
This is true. Relly
Um,
Rell. Look, Rell's like, yo, I've been around the world and back
um,
again. Ay,
A
ay,
bit.
ay, ay. But what are you
no, but
looking
the
forward to?
difference,
What is it?
yeah, the difference is that I've only been like traveling or like living in different states. I haven't had like international travel like I used to do, like I like to do. So that's what I'm most excited for. I get to, you know, try to replan my trips from last year that were canceled. And then next year I turn 30. So
Ooh, 30, 30,
hopefully the
30,
whole
30.
world
Wait,
is
when's your birthday?
opened up by then. April 14th.
Uh, that's my little
Mm-hmm.
sister's birthday.
Is it now?
Yes.
Best day in all
Oh
of the
man.
365 days of the year.
You
Yeah.
saw the neck
But
roll.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
yeah, yeah.
So,
Hold that. Yeah, yeah.
So, what do you want to do that you haven't been doing?
travel outside the country because most places like I was supposed to go to Europe last year and got canceled, and luckily I was able to get refunds on my hotels and on my flights. So I don't have to deal with that. So it's just waiting for Europe to open back up to go there, and then
I'm not ready
restrictions
for
on other
European
countries.
travel.
Why?
I don't know, because I don't know how they're really handling things out there. Like right now,
I
all
mean,
international will probably be like the Caribbean. Just yeah. Well, that's where I've been going. Just
okay, yeah. So I haven't traveled internationally at all through this whole time. It's very tempting because I see a lot of people going to Tulum, but I don't know.
Tulum.
I'm just like
girl,
still
that's right
scared.
next
Like
door
I'm
to
afraid
you.
like to get. I know, but I'm like afraid that I'm gonna go there and like get stuck and then can't
Oh,
come back and lose my job.
Nah,
I
you
don't know.
won't. You won't. They got internet there. You're not gonna get stuck. You got internet. You're good. You're good. You're
I
straight.
don't want to bring my work on vacation,
Mm.
but I guess I could.
All right. So international travel. What else? What else? I mean, is there anything like the everyday things that you haven't been able to do that you're looking forward to, or at least being able to come back to?
My family.
Yeah, your family.
oh, that's
Oh.
Mm,
nice.
yeah. Cause I don't know about you guys, but some of like my family members are still like really like strict, and they've still been quarantined, and obviously it's for the safety of them and for like for the older family members. Um, Now I've like already reconnected with my younger cousin, like my cousins my age and things, but I miss like the older folks.
Yeah, yeah. Have they gotten their vaccines? Or are they anti-vaxxers, or what's going on?
I would say most of them have.
Okay. Has Roe gotten
Yeah.
their vaccine?
To be
Just because you
determined.
don't get this vaccine doesn't mean you're an anti-vaxxer.
In a way you are, but it kind of leads. It's the kind of thing, like, we're excited about things opening up, and that's kind of the pathway to things opening up a lot faster. Like, otherwise, we're always gonna, if as long as virus is a threat, and there's not herd immunity, as they want to say it, call it, we're always going to be in some kind of state of not being open. There's always going to be restrictions, especially when you have countries like India that, like, they've been knocked back to the stone ages as far as COVID's concerned. I mean, they're
Mm-hmm.
really struggling.
Good.
So I mean, again, it's kind of like, yo, if you want to be in shape, your ass got to work out, right? If you want to go back outside and not have to wear a mask and be able to hug people and have this new normal where we're not worried about wearing masks or being close to people, you're gonna have to get the vaccine.
I'm okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
I'll
And I
let
think people who are anti-vaxxers will when the world opens back up and they're unable. I don't know how it's going to go, but I think that the vaccine is tempting for a lot of people because they can return to semi-normal life.
Well, I think what's going to happen is that they're going to get to the point where they're just going to be like, you know what, fuck it. They're going to open up, and these people aren't going to, that didn't get the vaccine, they're just not going to get the vaccine unless they have, like, they give everybody a bracelet or we have a digital ID and you scan in or
See,
something.
that's it's too controlling to me. It's
Yeah.
either no, that's way too much. That's too much. Don't even speak that into existence.
It's going to happen.
You're not gonna
Yeah, I
chip
don't think.
me for
Do you
not
think
getting a
so? I
vaccine.
don't.
I know it's going to happen because
He wants that to happen. That's the issue.
no. I don't want it that I don't want it to happen, but the truth of the matter is like, okay, the original COVID was the cold, the common cold. And that killed a lot of people before we reached herd immunity and our bodies were able to finally figured out how to handle it and not die from it. There, like, this this version of COVID is pretty bad, and if it evolves beyond the vaccine, then we're back to square one where people, it might kill healthy people, like instead of people with comorbidities. So that's what they're concerned about. It would be one thing if they were like, oh, well, like it's never going to get any worse. And once you get vaccinated, if people who don't get vaccinated, if they get it and they die, they die. We'll just move on. No, the virus will mutate, and then we'll be back to square one. So it's it doesn't make any sense to go through all of this, all of what we've gone through to get to this point, to then be like, all right, well, if you people don't want to be vaccinated, then fine. And the virus moves through you guys who don't want the shot. Then it gets worse. And then all of us who took the risk and got the shot are now getting sick anyway because there's a super mutated version of the Rona. Like that, it doesn't, does that make sense?
I will not be getting the vaccine. Thank you.
I already, I mean, I wasn't.
No, because they're trying to like.
Trying to save your life.
No, it's just too government controlled. There's too many unknowns. People have medical conditions. Some people, you know what? I've never had the flu shot.
I've had the
And
flu shot once. Yeah.
when the flu first came out, it was a big also issue.
Yeah,
People were dying left and right.
Mhm.
It took them about a good 3 years to even perfect the vaccine. You're not gonna inject some
Longer than that.
that. Okay, exactly.
Yeah, but
And
you're
you know what? I'm okay.
okay.
Thank you.
But see,
There's
here's
nothing
it.
you could say that's gonna make me change
Well,
my mind.
I'm talking to the people out there that are on the cliff, right? So, because I have at least one conversation a day with someone who's like, oh, they don't know what's being injected in my body. They don't know. They don't know. But this vaccine is based upon all of the other vaccines. So it's not like they're starting from scratch. They're already working from a place, a lot of experience and a lot of knowledge. So it's like, okay, if you went out and designed a new car, right? And you put it out on the market. Like when Teslas first came out, people weren't like, "Oh my gosh, I'm not getting in that car." They've never built a car before. No, because we have cars and right, we have cars,
Yeah,
and
so go
therefore we have
ahead.
this shit. We
You're
have to
gonna be the
share the
guinea pig.
technology. Yeah, but
No, thank you.
no, thank you. Well, I'll put it to you like this: have you had chicken pox?
Yes.
And do you know what the long term issue with chicken pox has?
Shingles.
Yes, shingles, which are
But I had
very
the
painful.
chickenpox vaccine.
But you still had chicken pox?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Nobody knows. You can't tell me 100% that you know that in the lab that's what they're telling us that's what it is. But
100
I'm
million
not.
people, 100
I
plus
don't
million
care. I
people.
don't trust this government. I don't care what people. You guys, no, I don't. It's all no, I'm not. You don't know
Okay.
that's what
How
they're
bad
putting
was your
into you.
chicken pox? Well, yeah, you don't know. What are you
I
drinking
don't
there?
know. I was, excuse me, just
What you
nothing.
drinking there? Right. What you drinking there? What's in the ingredients in that? We put so much into our body that we don't know.
Exactly. And if I could choose, okay, but they're regulated. The government just does whatever they want. So I don't care. I'm not getting the
She
vaccine
said
and
they
I
was
don't care.
regulate. All right. Well, for the rest of you guys out
I
there,
just think that people do have,
I
you
don't think we
know,
should be hounding people for
there's a
not
worry.
choosing to get it.
They they have the right to be worried, and I understand that. And
mm-hmm.
then So I think that is just a decision that you have to make for yourself and for your family,
And the people
and
around
take
you.
in consideration of other people.
Right, because I had a acquaintance on Facebook that was tripping because somebody asked them, "Did you get the vaccine?" And highly upset, just insulted. It's none of your business what I put in my body, or if I just. And it's like, nah, bitch. Listen, listen.
Oh
Let
my
me
god!
no,
He's
because
so passionate about this damn vaccine.
no, I'm passionate about the
But
idea.
you have the right to though, because people take it to another level, talking about, oh, you're not vaccinated. Da 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 da. It just
Well, because the
people just have
result
so many opinions.
because the result of her not being vaccinated potentially is her possibly getting me sick, because grant the vaccine does not guarantee that you don't.
So,
No, but it's not.
this is gonna help you. We promise this is good, but
No,
only for 6 months. And you come back get a booster, and next year you're still gonna have to get the shot. So this is just a band-aid too.
we
This
don't
is a
have. But
band-aid on
no,
this.
if everybody went and if the majority of the population got the vaccine now, then there would not be there would be no need for the booster, because it would basically wipe out the
I'm
virus.
not affecting the
But
population if I don't have COVID and I
but
don't have the vaccine.
but if you get COVID, if you get it, and then your body causes the virus to mutate into some freaky version of it, form of it,
I'm gonna
then you
blame the
could put it
government.
in right.
They made this all right.
But at any rate, but at least for people who don't understand, no, the vaccine just makes it so that if you do get it, it reduces the likelihood of you getting it. But if you do get it, you won't be in the hospital. It won't be as bad. That's the whole point.
That's
It's
not guaranteed.
it's to keep you out of the hospital.
I
So
mean, you can still get it. It's just
yeah,
to make you not as sick, to build your immunity to
right.
it,
So that
just
you can
like
fight
every
it.
other vaccine. You
Right,
get the flu vaccine, but you can still get the flu. It's just that the symptoms that you experience are not as bad.
right,
Just do your research and do what's best for you, and nobody should hound you for it.
right. And you stay the hell away from me. All right. No.
Yeah, right.
Nah, listen. I've been out in these streets from day one. Like everybody, everybody that was like crying because they were stuck in the house and they couldn't go anywhere and they had watched everything on Netflix. I was out in these streets working from day one, and probably I've worked the most this past year than I have all probably most of my life, and I'm not complaining about it, but yeah, I've just been out in the streets, and I know I've been exposed to the Rona, so I'm just thankful to God that I didn't get jammed up with it. So
Okay.
so who's gonna
Hmm.
ask me what I'm excited to do when it?
What are you going to
'Cause
do
people
when
don't
the
ask me
world
nothing.
opens back up?
I don't know. No, the hmm, definitely trap. I mean travel. Like
Yeah.
I don't want to travel with the mask. That's
The
what.
masks aren't going away even when the world opens.
No, I'm
Yeah.
talking about when the world opens up and we don't have to wear a mask. Like
Oh,
that's what I'm looking forward to. We do have a family trip planned for later this year. It's supposed to be a surprise for somebody in the family, so don't nobody tell anybody. I am just I know, right? I am just really I just want to move. I just can't wait to move without mask, without looking at people sideways if they're around me, without a mask, without like getting out of the car and walking halfway into the store and
you'd be like,
realize I
exam.
forgot my
I
mask.
hate that.
Right.
Or
Hmm.
allowing people to actually have allergies during these season. Like
Hmm.
I'm scared to sneeze around somebody because they're gonna
Mhm.
be like looking at me like I'm highly
Looking at
diseased.
you
And they're
crazy.
allergies. Relax.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah. I done held on to mad coughs, like especially early on. Oh my gosh, I thought I
Face
was
all
gonna
red.
pass out. Like,
You
yeah,
were-
Lips white.
right.
Trying to swallow hard. Pause.
What you be doing, Jen? See?
You know.
No, that's what I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to going to the strip club, and I know the strip clubs are open, but I'm just not quite there yet. Like,
It's just weird to see them with masks, but all butt
Right.
naked, but you got your mask.
Right, right. Um, so that's what I'm looking forward to. I'm just looking forward to not have being a slave to the mask. That's
Yeah.
pretty much the most thing.
I think that's everybody's. Probably one of the biggest things is no face mask.
No face mask. So
Especially, I know for me when I go out, I'm just like, "Ugh, I gotta be mindful of, am I gonna put makeup on and then it's gonna get on my mask and then it just throws off your outfit. I don't want to look like a doctor
Very
in the
good.
face and then trying to be sexy in the body. I'm like, what the heck?
oh man, but
That's
yo,
what I'm most excited about too. Wearing lipstick again.
Yeah, it's good. I don't even wear anything on my lips no more because it's just gonna rub on the
I
mask.
don't either.
I have
I
great
just
news
wear
for you.
lashes and liner.
I have great news for you too.
What?
On Amazon for like $4, there are these plastic things that you can put in your mask, so it goes around your mouth, so that it pushes the mask away from your lips, so you can wear lipstick and stuff like that.
That's too much. That's too much.
It's $4 and it just goes on the mask.
But it's gonna make the mask
But
look
doesn't it
bigger.
still get to your lips? Does it
It
get on your lips? Because
No,
still will
it's on the
smudge on
skin
your
around
face.
your lips. It's like a cup. Just imagine a cup that goes around, like just
And
pushes
then
the
the mask
mask
on
out,
top.
the mask on top. So you put that thing into the mask. You place it in the mask, and then you put the mask on, and it's $4. It's on Amazon. Go
I'm
ahead, give it a
okay,
look at it,
thank you.
and then
I'll wait until the world opens up.
all right, we'll
Or I
just
just, you know what I do sometimes? I'll wait till I, like, if I'm going into a restaurant or something, when I sit down, I'll put on my lipstick or
Then
something.
put it on.
Yeah.
Okay.
keep walking around them chapped ass lips. I see you. I try to help.
He's the hater. That's all right. That's all right.
I'm not a hater. I'm just trying to help you out. You're just shooting things down. You like I thought you'd be happy. Like, wow, that is a solution. And it's only $4.
Just
if
like I
that.
hate when people wear the plastic ones on the face. Like
Oh
you
yes.
really need to be seen to do that. Like you really have to
Let me
feel
tell
like you
you,
need to be seen. Like your whole face needs to be seen.
Mm.
I've
Tell us,
seen so
Rel.
many of those here in Miami. Oh my
Or they have like the
gosh,
glasses ones
it's
and the like.
insane.
Mhm.
Where are you doing? Like,
Yes, it goes.
The face mask.
but
But
all of this is open. But there's spit. You see, I'm like,
yeah, but the point is you just don't want as long as it's blocking, preventing anything going into your mouth or nose, that's all you want. Like direct hit.
no.
So
I'm just saying, like, just people are just being extra.
right, they are. They are, right? I mean, this whole night 2019 has been fucking extra times 10 for a lot of stuff.
19, 2020, like, and now it's crazy out
Yeah,
here.
you're right. See, look, it's so
But he's
extra. I
already
got the
delusional. He doesn't even know what year it is or what year started
Here
or
it
what.
is, right?
well, no, because
It's a struggle.
I'm Donald Trump messed up. Like he just messed up the last 4 years. So for me, so it just all runs together. Like all I know is that sometime after 2015, like when he first started campaigning, just shit just kind of blended together for me. So I have PTSD right
I
now.
feel like we froze in time, but at the same time, we like skipped right. Like I don't know how to explain it. That's how I feel. Like I lost track of time.
Yeah,
Like
that's what I'm saying.
I
these 2
agree.
years are a blur to me.
Right.
Like a blur.
Yeah. I mean, a lot has gone down. But we're excited, right? And for the people that got the vaccine, yay! Thank you. Um, and for those of you, I'm thanking you. I'm thanking you guys because that's the way we get back to normal, like to the new normal. Whether it is what it is, right? It just the virus. The vaccinated people are the vehicle to getting back to a new normal. Now we're excited. And so what I decided to do was I thought about what happens when we get excited. Don't we tend to make mistakes and fuck things up when we get excited? We just
Yeah.
yeah. Right, we
We
do.
be hyping our stuff up for
Right.
disappointment.
Right.
Oh goodness.
We have appointments at 6 with our asses at the beach and don't realize it. Put the camera on Rell.
No
Yeah.
comment.
Yeah.
No comment.
No. So I looked up the top 10 causes for injuries and illnesses while traveling and how to avoid them.
Oh,
Mm.
man.
Right? Right?
This is scary
Can I get,
because I'm
can
a
we guess
traveler.
one?
Yeah, guess a few. Go ahead. You start, Rel.
I want to say like from the sun, like sunburn will be on there.
You know what? Okay.
No.
Do you have any, Jen?
Um, I don't like falling from wearing heels. Like that's these girls wear they be so drunk and they sit there
Okay.
and they just buckle on their heels
Okay. All
and
right.
there
That's
goes their
Or
ankles
getting hurt on an excursion.
getting hurt on a what?
Excursion.
Excursion. Okay. You guys are pretty good. Pretty
or
honest.
sex. That's one injury too. If you do it wrong.
Man, that's the fun. That's the fun injury, right? That's the fun injury, man.
911.
It's
And
all
fun it, fun up into the point.
right,
Till
right.
somebody back hurts. It just,
Mm,
mm.
the it's good times, man. No, okay. So number one, because you guys definitely touched on them. I mean, it's pretty easy. Like, so riding scooters, segways, jet skis, or other means of transportation without proper instruction or experience, right? You know, it's like if you can't balance on a bike at home, like what makes you think you're just gonna hop on a scooter and ride around in Miami or
Listen,
Mexico,
I be
right?
flapping those
The
jet skis
excitement.
because I think I could do the donuts with it, and then boom, flips it. I flip it all the time. I'm gonna get it one year. I'm gonna get it right one year.
No, how about you just don't do that? Why don't you just ride this jet ski like a normal person? Like you
What's the fun in that?
Me.
yes. Do that again. How does this go?
No. I'm
Right. What kind of
Nobody rides like that. A real rider knows how to ride. So okay.
Well, clearly you're not a real rider if your ass keep flipping the thing.
It's
and then
when
they
I
gotta
do the
come out
donuts.
there,
That's what I'm trying to perfect. So next time, I'm still practicing.
and I'm trying to figure out what kind of engine your jet skis have that it's like, there's no bass in that. Like, what's
They're
this is a
these
gerbil under there?
tourist ran ones.
Oh my gosh, it's like a one-cylinder engine.
Yeah,
And that,
it doesn't go
okay.
more than 10 miles an hour, and then you pay $100 for 15 minutes on the dang on jet ski, and then you want me to just me no, I'm gonna get the full life out of it.
Right, which is to flip it over because you try to do a donut like you in a video or something, like you in the
Listen,
X
Plug
like
it
I'm a
into.
rapper.
Right. Now everybody got to come over and try to work to flip
But
that shit back
imagine
over.
I flipped it with somebody on there with me. Oh, he was so pissed at me. He didn't even want to talk to me. I said, "Listen, it is what it is."
Yeah, see, don't ride the jet skis with that Jennifer for real. All right, so the second one is actually drinking too much, which leads to poor judgment, which can lead from
Mm.
injuries from falling off balconies, decks, ships, and horses. Know your limits and stay within them. So, have any of you
I
two?
say black out if you have the proper people around you. They're gonna protect you. That's it.
No, you know when you black out, that's an overdose.
we,
No, like
we're
literally.
talking just we understand that what I'm saying blackout is just like you have one of them hangover
Turn
moments.
up.
That's it. Why do you have to put a damper on that?
I'm trying to save lives over here. You. Mm-hmm.
People understand, you guys. Know your limits. Be smart. Never go out by yourself. Like,
Well, look. So I've only been drunk like 3 times in life, right? And the second time that I was drunk was in Miami, South Beach. My first
Where's
time
your
there.
definition of drunk?
yeah,
Huh?
because what?
Well, so this is what had happened, right? So I got there on a Thursday afternoon, and by 6 o'clock, I started drinking. And I'm drinking, like, and I'm drinking more than I had ever drank before. But I'm not feeling anything. I'm not like I'm good. I'm not drunk. I'm like just nice
Oh, you
and
vibing.
I'm just vibing, right? So for the next 3 days, I'm just constantly drinking. Like like
Nonstop.
nonstop, right? But I'm
Wow.
never beyond that like beyond nice. And so I'm in the sun. I'm out on the beach because I sunbathe. Look,
Hmm.
I'm that guy. I'm the beach. You want to go to the beach? I'm the guy to go to the beach with because I will, rent the umbrella, rent the chairs and stuff like so. Between the drinking, not no sleep, and the sun, by like the fourth day, it was my last day there, and I go to Wet Willie's, and I'm hanging with people from Philly. I had made friends, and for 4 hours. just drinking. One call a cab after the other, and I'm not
I was
Oh
gonna
feeling
say you
my
got to attack the
gosh.
cab
yo the
or
call a
call a
cab.
cab.
So if you've never been to Wet Willie's, they have these drinks,
It's in the
and
dang on name.
right then the call a cab is for real.
One.
So yeah, so so I feel it coming, like it, like anybody who's been drunk, who has drank hard liquor, and you feel the drunkenness coming, like it's coming down on your ass. So I'm like, I gotta go. I gotta go. I have to go. So the guy I was with, his name was Sal. He was like, Silk, don't leave me, don't leave me. I'm like, I gotta go, I gotta go. So I start the walk to my hotel, and I was staying at the Strand, which was right next to the Clevelander. So I had about 4 blocks to go, and like it's crowded, like, and so of course when you're drunk, you're on your way to being drunk, you don't want to look drunk. So now I'm trying to walk extra straight and tall, like
And
I
you're talking to
sober.
yourself. I'm not drunk. I'm not
I'm
drunk.
not
I'm not
drunk.
drunk.
So on my way to my hotel room, there was another girl that was there that from Philly that was visiting, and I've been trying to get up with her the whole time. And so she texts me,
Oh
and she's
man.
like, "Hey, I'm at the restaurant that's underneath your hotel." And I'm like, "All right, I'm gonna stop by."
Okay, Silk.
Right? So I go and I sit
Liquid
down.
courage.
Oh nah, it was the opportunity, bro. It was just the opportunity. Like this, I had to do this, and I'm drunk, so I'm not making good decisions here. So I go and I sit down with her and her girlfriend,
But at
and
that point, you knew you were drunk.
it was still coming. Like I could hear in the background, it was talking shit in my ear. Like, oh, we got
Starting
you
to
right.
whisper.
Yeah, it
Oh
was it was coming right.
man.
So I don't know what was said was done, what happened, but fortunately they were just about done. And so I had a tour guide. I'll just call her a tour guide, who was waiting in my room. She was a local, and I left her behind. Right? Well, because she didn't. No,
Dang.
because she didn't want to go. She didn't want to do like touristy things. So now, if I could go back and do it all over again, I just would have rolled with her, and she would have showed me all the stuff that the locals did. Because what she did show me was really cool, but I just needed to do
Is
the
that right?
yeah, yeah. No, I needed to go to Club Mansion. Like I needed to do
You
all
needed
the
to do
things.
touristy
Yeah, I
things.
needed to for that first time. So, and she didn't like the beach. So, like
Mm.
all those things. So, she was hanging out in the room. I was like, "Yeah, I'll be back." And like 4 hours later. So, anyway, so I leave the girl that's downstairs.
His tour guide.
No, she's up in the room to go to the room because
Okay.
I'm like, "Yo, this is about to be bad." So I get up to the room and I knock on the door because I have the key. And my tour guide answers the door, and she's about to cuss me out. And she looks at me, she just starts laughing. Cause she's like, "Oh, you're fucked up, huh?" And I'm like,
Mhm.
"Yes, yes, I am." Right,
Somebody help me.
right. So I immediately, I walk in the room. I'm like, "I'm so sorry, I left you in here." She was like, "It's all right, I get it." Right. So then I realized that I had lost. And this is going to tell you how long ago this was. I had lost my T-Mobile sidekick.
Oh man.
Mhm.
Them
Those
days.
days, the sidekick was not on my hip. I had 2 phones. I only had one. Right. So I'm like, oh shit. So I immediately like, I gotta go back. So
Oh gosh.
so I walk back with the drunkenness on my ass.
Now you
Like
were fully
I
drunk.
wasn't fully drunk. I was drunk, but I wasn't there. I could still feel like how bad it was going to be. You know what I mean? Like it's like this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning of all this, of how bad it's going to be. So I walk back to Wet Willie's. I tell the bouncer, I'm like, I think I lost my phone. Can I go back in and find it? Like they have admission or shit. It was like, nigga, go look, right?
Yeah.
so
It's not gonna be there.
so I look around, it's not there. I walk out, I leave, I walk to the restaurant, I look, and where we were sitting, it's not there. I go back up to the room, and I'm like, all right. So my tour guide, she wants to play, and she starts trying to undress me, and I'm like, no, listen, could you please?
I can't find my phone.
Right. I'm like, could you please? I'm like, could you please do me a favor? Because at this point in time, I'm really feeling it, and I'm like, I gotta throw up. Like I need to make myself throw up because this is this is gonna be bad. So I'm like, could you please go back down to the restaurant and just check and see? Because I didn't ask anybody there if I
Right.
had lost anything. Like, so could you please just go down and see what the mat if somebody turned in the phone? She was like, all right. She goes down. As soon as she goes, walks out and closes the door, I go into the bathroom. I stick a finger down my throat, and all them caller cabs had to come out. And I got it all out, brush my teeth, get on the bed, sit on the bed, and lay back. And that's when the world started spinning. And it felt like I was clutching the bed. It felt like I was going to fly off the bed. It was spinning so fast. It was so bad. So I closed my eyes and the spinning would stop. And then for like a minute, and then it would start spinning with my eyes closed. And I would open my eyes and it would stop.
Oh
And then it would start
my
spinning
gosh.
again and again. And Lord, I'm just like, oh, it's just so bad. Like, there's
You
nothing
need to
else
go
for
to
me to
sleep.
throw up. There's nothing else for me to throw up. There's nothing I can do. So, I'm just trying to I'm trying to keep it together. I'm like, yeah, keep it together. You gotta keep it together. What's gonna happen next? It sucks, right? Right. So
Oh
she
my
comes back
gosh.
and she has my phone.
Oh,
She has my phone.
she's a
And
real one.
and we're still friends to this day. Like, this is my people. So we so she's like, all right, cool. So she starts trying to undress my pants. And I'm like, look, you gotta give me 5 to 10 minutes. Just give me 5 to 10 minutes, and
That's
I'll
the
take it.
second time you turned her down.
Right. Well, because I mean, the first time I would have threw up on her. I would have thrown up on her.
Oh,
Like, yo, like, right. I did a favor.
Yeah.
So,
Chill.
so I so yeah, so so the plan was we were gonna go to Mansion that night, like later on that night, and then from Mansion we were gonna leave. She's gonna take me to the airport, and people don't listen. Sorry, um, and then I'm home. I'm just on my way home. Yo, I blacked out. I did not wake up. She woke me up. Was like, yo, it's time to go to the. I'm like, we're going to the club, right? She was like, nigga, it's
Time for
it's
your
it's
flight.
time for you to go to the airport. So I'm like, all right, sorry. So she takes me. She's still laughing. She's like, yo, you're so funny. Like, you were just not. She probably had her way with me. I would have no idea because I was blacked out. I was blacked out.
So, from your recollection, you guys
don't.
didn't have sex
No, I
or
don't.
played. Sorry.
No, we didn't play. We didn't play. Man, when I tell
Damn.
you, like in that time, I actually checked checked my bags. I walked through Miami International Airport drunk. I went through security drunk. I got on a plane drunk.
What's being worse is being the sober person to a drunk person trying to walk them through the airport.
But I was by myself because she just dropped me off. But I was when my homie picked me up at 10 o'clock. Look, and mind you, I had stopped drinking at like 6 o'clock the night before, the day before. When he picked me up at 10 o'clock that morning, I was still drunk. Like, he was like, "Wow, you had a great time." I was like, "I had a great time. I just had a great time." So the moral of the story is
That's what you want to be when outside opens back up.
no. Listen. Yeah, no. I listen. I never. No. I don't ever want
I
to be that
never want to
drunk.
be that drunk.
I never, and to this day, I can't really have call a cabs. Like now, I can finally have a call a cab, and it's okay. Like before, it used to be really good, but now I still taste it coming back up a little
Yeah.
bit.
You
So
taste your memories.
yeah, so we just
Your poor decision.
my poor decision. I mean, I missed out on Club Mansion. I missed out on some yams. I just it's just yeah. So you guys, you have to pace yourself, and you have to really do take in consideration like the sun, the fatigue,
Oh yeah.
and whatnot. Because that's really what it was. Because I was getting like 2-3 hours of sleep a night,
And then
and
like
then
jet
getting
lag
up.
also.
Well, no, same time.
Well, but still, even if you're still traveling in the same time zone, I think like the whole like elevation and stuff like that all affects your body differently too.
I was grooving. I don't look again. It took me 4 days, but I was drinking. I was drinking constantly, and then like the next time I went back to Miami, like I was doing hair of the dog. Like
I thought he was about to say heroin.
oh no,
Oh
no hair of the dog.
But say, whoa, we elevated quickly.
No,
no!
no,
Right?
no, no, no,
He said
no.
no more alcohol.
No, no. Like I went with the two people I went with. Like they were the type to be like, "Yo, well, we're going to the liquor store and we're buying stuff to have in the room." And so, you pregame before you go out, and then like drink all night and party, and then in the morning just wake up. It was like pouring Moet and drinking it and then going back to sleep. It was yeah. Like I was in a video. Like I was.
It was Buff Daddy.
Yeah, he said Buff Daddy.
It's a Buff Daddy.
Yeah, yeah. So don't drink. So okay. What else? Oh, this is different. Do you know what transfer trauma is?
No.
Rel?
When your stuff gets lost at the airport.
That's a version of it, I guess. No. Stepping off a bus, train or ferry, or if you don't watch where you place your foot and you
Oh.
fall, you roll your
Mm.
ankle or whatever,
Mm.
which could be like excitement. You're there or you're not paying attention. You're on your
Yeah.
phone. You're
Just
taking
hurrying up.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
So that's something. Feeding animals. Don't feed the animals, especially wild animals.
Please don't. Because they are entitled to act in their nature.
Right. Or even if you go to like the
Mhm.
petting zoo or something like that and you want to be feeding, nah, just don't put your hands near
I
mouse.
don't.
Um,
I don't even let nobody give food to my dogs. Like no.
right, good. I thought you were gonna say something else. But all right.
Well, what did you think I was gonna
I
say?
can't say. I'm
Yes,
not
you
gonna say it.
can.
No, it's my mind was in the gutter for a minute. It's
Oh
like I don't
my
like let
goodness.
people have their hands near.
What? I said,
Oh God.
yeah, all the way in the gutter because I definitely said to feed my dogs, like put food in their
I
mouth.
mean, it could have. Right. That's why I wasn't going to say it, but you put me out there. You made me say it. All right. So, ignoring medical conditions. This is a big thing, right?
Oh.
Like, just because you're on vacation doesn't mean that your health issues have taken a break.
People with
Oh
diabetes,
gosh.
Right. You
high
have,
blood pressure,
right. Exactly. Those were like some of the things they
ain't
mentioned.
taking their insulin, but they're over here taking shots
Right.
with nothing to eat.
Bring your medicine with you.
Take your damn medicine.
And your EpiPen if you know you're allergic to a lot of things.
Right.
Mhm.
If you have a bad knee and you can't walk up the damn steps, then don't be trying to climb the mountain. Right.
Exactly. Stay in your lane.
Yes. If you get out of breath climbing a flight of steps, then you need to make sure when you go on vacation, you ain't trying to climb a pyramid or something like that. So
But please be aware of your medical conditions. And just because
Yeah,
you're
Tim.
somewhere else doesn't mean they go away.
Right. Pay attention, which is like people not paying attention, which is watch where you step so you don't fall into a ditch, manholes, or down escalators because you were staring into your cell phone. Eating exotic cuisine.
Oh, yeah. That's big.
Yeah. Like,
I got really sick. I went to Colombia and we went to Cartagena, but I think it was this fish that I ate. Because, they don't have the regulations that we do, or our bodies are not accustomed
to the germs and
to their
bacteria,
germs
the
and stuff.
bacteria there. Yeah.
I got back, and it was a group of 5 of us, and I kept telling everybody, yo, I don't feel myself. I feel weird. Like, I feel very fatigued, and I kept saying it. And everybody's like, oh, we're fine. And I started getting, like, these bruises all on my legs, like, bad. Like, really, they look like
Oh,
got
man.
my ass whooped. And then finally one morning I was like, if in the next morning I don't feel good, I'm going to go to the ER. So I took myself to the ER and I was like, I know something is wrong. Like, I don't know what to tell you, but I know something is wrong. But apparently, like, your liver is supposed to, like, really work like this. like at a 60 something.
Mm-hmm.
My liver was like at a 400 and something. My liver was failing, and I think it's because I was poisoned. So they ran all these like blood work on me and stuff. And there's really nothing you could take to help you other than stuff to help you cleanse your liver.
Right.
So literally, I was on a water diet for like 3 days, just like
Flushing your
Man.
system.
it was bad, and I knew it. I was like, I knew it. I was like, and listen to your body, because I was just like, it's something. I was like, I know. My eyes were yellow, like I was losing
Oh
color.
yeah.
My mom saw me one day. She was like, "Are you eating?" I was like, "I am, Mom." She said, "You look really sick," and I was just like, oh, "Okay," but
mm,
yeah,
that's
just be
rough.
aware, because they probably don't cook everything all the way, or they might
No, that's
do
not
it
even. They
differently.
just do it differently, and what it says is,
Mm-hmm.
eating exotic cuisine or food you are not used to. It's not what the foods are, but how they are prepared that can cause stomach issues. Wash fruit before you eat it. Experimenting with different cuisines is one of the great pleasures of traveling. Don't deprive yourself of trying new food because you think you might get sick, but do evaluate the condition of a restaurant. Don't be shy about asking how the food is prepared. Finally, use your best judgment. And even like washing your fruit, like um, I would want to wash it with bottled water.
Oh yeah,
You
because
know
of
what
the
I mean?
pesticides and stuff.
Well, I mean, just the tap water. Like, so if you stay at a resort,
Mm-hmm.
they have the filter. Their systems are filtered and all that. But like, just if they wash the
At
fruit,
some resorts.
Yeah,
yes, at
some
some
resorts,
resort,
because I still use water bottles to
Just
brush
have
my
to know
teeth.
where you travel.
Mhm.
right, exactly. So, um, let's see. Oh, strenuous activities like rock climbing, zip lining, parasailing,
That's
and whitewater rafting. Make sure you get proper instruction before giving it a try, because people get fucked up trying to
yep.
be adventurous. Won't climb the hill at the park at net down the street, but all of a sudden they can climb some rocks.
And it's the worst. I don't want no freak accidents to happen. That's just weird.
Yeah, so I got that from, I got to give the shout out from, it's travels with Talik.com. That's where I got that information from. I should have said that in the very beginning. What up, Talik? Great information.
Those are
'Cause
very good. Very, very.
yeah, so I mean, we get excited and we just do dumb shit when we're excited, especially when we're drinking and bad things can happen. So, Rel,
Yeah.
you feel like catching flights or catching feelings?
I'm gonna catch a flight.
Smart
Smart.
choice.
And and
Yes.
and are we catching a flight this episode? Did we have time to handle that, or we gonna skip
Yes.
that
We have
segment?
a quick one today.
Okay. All right. So at some point, there's gonna be music in the whole little intro for this. But right now, we're just gonna have to clap it up for Rel and her segment, catching flights, not feelings. So go ahead,
Hmm.
Rel.
Yeah. So today is just about reward points and reward programs.
Okay.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you
Yes,
fine. We're
we're
Sorry.
just waiting to get
focused
the
It,
because
segment
we're
it
going.
froze. Yeah.
excited.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hello.
Right.
So, so reward programs with traveling for hotels and different airlines. So I definitely recommend signing up for both when you travel. And so joining a loyalty program, you can earn points with each of your stays or flights, and then that can lead to free nights or free flights. So definitely look up different hotels that you prefer to stay, like example Hilton Rewards or Marriott Rewards, and with every stay that you or night that you book, you earn points and you can earn enough to get free nights.
Whoa, whoa. That's
Yeah,
good.
and
Great advice.
with that also, dang, my mind just went in blank. If you book your flight without having a loyalty program and then go back and sign up, they'll give you credit for the flight you had just taken. To
Oh yeah.
also just make sure you put that information in. Also, like they'll retro do it.
Retroactive, is that the word? Instead of retro do
No,
it.
they'll just go back
She
and
said
honor
retro
your
do it.
flight.
Yeah, that is
Rel, Rel, that was great advice. Thank you. That was awesome.
true.
Catch flights, not feelings, people. get your little heart broken. Catch a flight. Actually, so I have a problematic. It was a feature that I wanted to do, but requires people sending in stuff. So a problematic situation that involves travel. You want to hear it?
Okay.
Here
Yes.
you go. Get your
Please tell
opinion. What
us.
um, so this person has been in a relationship for about 2.5 years, and their significant other is pushing them to get married. Here's the problem: the person loves to travel, loves to travel, loves to catch flights. The significant other that wants to get married won't fly, like won't fly, like refuses, not will not even entertain the
Like no
notion.
airplane, no helicopter,
No, no,
no
no.
jet.
She won't even fly a kite.
Good.
Won't don't ask that person to fly a drone. If like yeah, it's bad.
He said not even a kite.
Not even a kite. And so now this person is on the fence as to whether or not they should continue on with the relationship. On one hand, they feel like they have a great connection and whatnot, and it's not like you travel all the time. But on the other hand, it's limited. They're limited when you can only travel by train or bus or car or maybe even boat. So I'm gonna start with Rel. Rel, how would you handle this situation? Keeping in
Well, they've
mind
been
that
together for 2.5 years.
yes,
And if they're talking about marriage already, that means that they should be in type of a serious place.
mm-hmm.
So the question is, do you love them enough? Which one do you love more, them or your love for flights and travel? And if you're
That's
talking about
difficult.
marriage and you're heading down that road,
mm-hmm.
I would say that you should pick that you would. I would think that they would pick them. I don't know.
What would you who would you pick?
You yourself, what would you?
Mm-hmm.
The man gotta get it together and fly. And I think that they could start small, like hour flights or 2 hour flights, just so that he can get
Okay.
used to it.
But here's the thing, not this person will not
Hmm.
entertain like there is no like
There's
they're
no
obstinate.
compromise.
There's no compromising. This is a
There's
no
no
go.
compromise.
There's no compromise, yes.
Well, that person has to. That's then it goes back to the original. Do they love that person more than they like traveling?
Does Rel love this person enough to not yeah,
Real,
she's
that's
trying to
what we're.
dancing
Yeah.
around. Right.
What would you do? Pick the travel. It's all right.
Yeah, be honest. I mean, we already
Oh.
know about the swimming. What when it comes to somebody not being able to swim, how you might operate. So go ahead.
I just think, okay, so for me personally, oh man, this is hard, guys.
It is difficult.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's difficult because I don't know, I take marriage seriously. So if I found someone that I was going to marry them, even though I love flying, we would just have to like talk about it. Like you don't like flying, so you're gonna have to allow me to, fly and travel by myself. Like every once in a while, then I
Okay.
have to travel with my friends instead of you, and then we can do um travel wherever they're willing to travel by boat or by
Right.
train. But
So they gotta get like a
that's
week head start to meet you down at hedonism. They gotta they gotta
Why do you even think about that? But I was just saying, like, we have to travel different places together. But that's like if you really love that person. Like, if
Okay.
this is my soulmate and I can't do without them, then
All right. All
I'm
right.
gonna pick them.
All right, Jennifer, you're up.
But if it's your soulmate, they're. I feel like they
I didn't say
connect.
nothing about no damn soulmate.
But
I
it
just
no,
said the
I'm
2.5.
marrying my soulmate.
I know,
So
but I did in this scenario.
Right.
This is. I'm not saying we're not. All right. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have interjected. I'm just. The scenario is 2.5 years. You guys are vibing. You're the person you're with is pushing for marriage, but they won't fly, and you like to fly.
honestly, I would pick the flying because if that's somebody that won't even compromise, I'm cool, bro. I'm all right. And I get it. You don't even when you're a couple and stuff, you don't have to travel together. You could still do your independent things. But if this is what I love to do and I want to experience all my happy moments with the people in my life and that's something that you can't be a part of, then there's nothing else for us to do.
Okay,
You
that's your
know?
final.
Cuz my kids are not going to be scared of traveling. Like I'm going to make sure that they're exposed to all that.
Okay, all right.
Hmm. I
What
agree
do
with
you have
that.
any advice? Do you have any advice for this person though? Like, what would you like?
My advice would be if if this is like the dilemma, just outweigh the importance of the relationship. Is this is somebody you see yourself with? You don't see yourself with anybody else. What type of connection do you have for this person?
Okay.
So because then in the long run, it'll only become issues because she's gonna be like, you could just come on a plane, and then he's like, oh, but you already knew who I was when you married me,
You already knew.
and you
Hmm.
already know what I came with. So
Mm-hmm.
that's because if he's like an ostrich and head is all up in the freaking dirt. Ain't men are men are very
Gotcha.
stubborn, so
Oh God! Now we just put it on the men. God damn. All right.
stuck in their ways.
All right.
So, what do
So,
you think?
How about
um,
you?
me? Oh, that it's done. It's a
Hmm.
done deal. It's dead. And it's not. It's less about the flying part of it. It's has everything to do with the obstinate, the unwillingness to try to work through it. Like I understand, people have fears. They have, you don't know what someone's been through,
Right?
right? But if you're not willing to work on it, like you can go to a therapist, you can go to hypnotherapy. There's things you
You
can
could get
do,
high.
right? But if you're telling me in this instant that it's a no, like this a non-starter, I'm never gonna fly. And this is just off the table. Then all right, well, one, you're fucking up our vacation life ahead of time.
Our
But
vacations,
vacations. But where
sex on the
else?
balcony vacations.
Right, right, right. Like again, we're just traveling by train all the damn time. Um, and I love a road trip. So it's less about that and more about just the idea that today it's about you not flying. What else down the line are you going to be like, nah, this is absolutely not something I'm going to do,
Hmm.
and you put up this wall and we can't work through it. So that's why for me it's a no. Plus that person is asking the other person like I want to get married, and because the person being asked, it wasn't on their mind to get married, it's like, well, you're not in it that
Yeah.
deep anyway. So no, that's a dub. That's a dub.
Nowadays, 2 years is not long, so you're still getting to know somebody. Still,
Right, right,
so
right. So, um, but Rel, you gave such a nice answer. So sweet.
yeah,
Well,
pretty much.
I was just trying to give a little advice,
You did. You
because
did. The advice was
if it
nice.
was for I'm picking that flight.
Here we go. Now she's
Flight
picking
to
a
Release.
flight. Now,
Now
Okay.
she picking the flight.
No, I
Yo,
was
first
giving
you want to be in
advice.
love. Now you want to pick flights.
No, I was
right,
giving advice for the people.
right. You
Do
know
as
me.
I say, not as I do, huh?
Right, right. You said, "What would you do?" She was like, "Well, if I can travel by myself every once in a while, it's fine."
No.
Hey, I started off by saying having them bend a little, and you said they don't bend at all because I said try to do 1 hour flight
Chuck the
and work your
deuces up.
way up, and you told
Man,
me you can't do that.
right,
So
right. Yeah, it's a dub. It's a
Not even a okay. Even if they were lying, not even okay. I'll try. If he's just like
right.
no, no, no,
right,
no, no. You know, people be lying. They be like, oh yeah, babe, okay,
yeah.
and we'll come around it. We'll come around it. You
Yeah,
know.
this is a dub for me. So, yeah. So if ooh, look at me hitting mics and oh Lord, the struggle is real. I'm just tired today. Don't judge me. If you need our advice or perspective or want to share your problematic situations, just reach out to me at DJ Silk on Instagram. You could do Twitter, but I'm not on Twitter, so I'll probably
You
never
could
see
do me
it.
on Twitter. I mean,
A word?
DM me on Twitter.
Lord. What's your Twitter?
Jen Mazing _
Jen Mazing _ So yeah,
and
so
that's Jen with 2 N.
yeah, yeah. So Jen Mazing. All right, underscore. So, um, Jen, does Jen Mazine have anything, or are we gonna skip this week? And it's okay if we skip if you don't have
We're
any
gonna
kind.
skip this week because we are.
Okay. All right. Well, she don't have any. She don't have any. Right. She has no
Just
cocktail or drink.
pour your mood. That's what. Pour your mood. If you feel like drinking wine, drink wine. If you feel like thugging it out, pour some Hennessy or something.
Okay. You and this Hennessy. All right. So, do you? What is your go-to wine? Your
Uh,
brand, like.
right now
Mhm.
it's 19 Crimes. It is a Cabernet. It's the one with the Snoop Dogg picture on it. It is so good.
Mm.
It is really, really good.
But
You have to
Snoop
try that.
Doggy Dog, Calvin Brutus is on it. Okay. All right. Yo, give it up for Snoop Dogg, man.
It's really delicious.
Okay. One, one of these days, people are gonna pay us for this kind of stuff. We're gonna get to that point. We're gonna be aspirational. We're gonna manifest a presence so deep that you say something and the case just shows up. A thank you with a check. Doesn't it sound great?
It sounds really great.
It does. It does. It does. Listen, that's it, man. We've gone through everything that what we should go through. We have survived almost missed appointments. My laptop shutting down because the USB-C wasn't plugged 100% in. It was like 98%. It was in the slot and not enough to charge. Um, we
So
sur-
only the tip was in, okay? That's why.
just the tip.
Just the tip.
Mm-hmm.
Just the tip. Just the tip. I love that record. That's a hot record.
I don't know what record that is.
You don't know?
No.
Trillville.
No.
No, no,
Mushroom.
no, 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 no. It was Plies. Plies. Just the tip. And
See, I
you
secretly think he's Kirk Franklin, so I can't really listen to him.
no Plies.
Right.
So I feel a little
Looking
weird.
just like his twin.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, yeah, that dog.
And my conspiracy theories kick in. They're
Oh,
the same
man, they
person.
probably might be. So you trying to say Plies got a punk ass son?
Listen, what do you call him? A bitch
Oh
ass son?
man.
He called him.
He called him a bitch ass. I'm pretty sure he did use that. He was, you know what? Parents get fed up. They're allowed to cuss.
They do.
His son was a bitch ass for even exposing his father like that. Like, you don't get ass, you never got an ass whooping or something. And I know your dad is Christian. You already know you got that ass whooped.
And he like 5'2", so he got that complex. Like he got to prove himself with like, I'm gonna show you how manly I am. Yeah.
Listen, his son deserved to be called that if he did that to his dad. That's all
I
I'm
agree.
saying.
No, everybody. I don't think there was a soul on this planet when they heard this story when he came out.
I
and
bet
said,
white people were like, oh my God, he called his son a bitch.
No,
Yeah, but your kids call you a bitch all the time.
no, white people who happen to be white were like, I mean, it's a little harsh, but I get it. I get it. No. Nobody, no one. I promise you, no one was like Kirk Franklin called his son a bitch. Like they were like, well, first of all, you don't let family business be out in the most. Like
exactly.
you literally
Running your mouth.
And then why are you talking to your father like that?
right.
Mm-hmm.
And then you find out the Negro is 30-something years old. Like, come on,
a
man.
grown ass man doing all that. It wasn't
man.
even like it was a child or nothing.
Right. If he had been like a young teenager or a kid, you would have been
maybe
like,
a little.
you called him a bit. That's rough,
A
Kirk.
30-something years old, he deserved a punch with that.
Right.
Act your age, not your shoe size. My goodness.
We'll clap it up. So yeah, but yes, Plies, just the tip. I'll play it for you when we're done here. Okay, I love the record. It's a great record. So, Rell, you still don't have your social media. You're not sharing nothing yet, right?
No, you can hit me up on through Jen.
Through Jen.
DM me what you want me to send.
She got me.
That's right. Rell, you're back in stereo on my board. How about that? I don't know what happened. I guess the laptop. I don't know. That's great. I know audience that means nothing to you, but it means everything to me. So, Jennifer, do you have anything that you want to say or you want to plug or?
No, just Be kind when the world opens back up. People are still adjusting. Have fun. Turn up. Drink. Be safe.
Yeah,
And then
Mhm.
that's it. And then, yeah.
yeah. There you go. I just want to thank you guys for hanging out with us. I'm going to pre-thank you for interacting with us. Definitely follow me at DJ Silk Instagram, and I have this little link tree thing on my profile, and I have all the links to all the other things that I create and do. My mix, I have a mix cloud, not mix, yeah, it is Mixcloud slash DJ Silk 12. This is a direct link. I have mixes on there. They're old, but I'm gonna add more, I promise. My other podcast that I produce and participate in, and even I do a little writing. I need to add more stuff to my love. I have a Medium page. So yeah, so at DJ Silk, at Jen Mazing underscore with two N's. Rell is not fucking with you on the social media level, so you just gonna have to go through Jen
Yes.
Mazing, GJENNMAZING, and through me. You can reach out to me. I'll pass the message. Just don't be sending me no penis pics, okay? Because I'm not sending them to Rell. Rell does not want your penis pics, or do you, Rell?
Don't speak for her.
No.
um,
I plead
depends
the
on what
fifth.
it looks like.
Tell
You know what I'm saying?
Just filter through them.
Anyway, guys, you please be safe. Um, if you are on the fence about getting a vaccine, do your research. And just do your research. Like I get it. I really do understand and get it. And so just and
Especially for the culture, we have to understand that they have a rational fear of
yeah,
vaccines.
they do have a rational fear, but I'm also the type that I'm not going to allow my life to be dictated by fear, and I don't think anybody should. So turn your fear into
Mhm.
curiosity, and turn that curiosity into education, and go to the correct sources. If anyone is telling you not to get a vaccine, that is the wrong source, because that's not the way you put it. It's like I'm not saying
You're
you,
being
Jen.
super biased right
No, I'm
now,
not. I'm not being super biased. I'm just saying
but that's your
but like
opinion
Fox,
on that.
but no, like Fox News is like, oh, you shouldn't get a
Well,
vaccine,
they're
and
not
then
even a credible news,
exact. But that's what I mean. If
but
you're in the
even a
media,
reputable news, if they were to say, don't get the vaccine, then it's all right.
yeah. But if a credible news source says it,
Do your
no,
research, be
see,
smart,
there
know
you
your
go.
body,
Know
and
your
don't
body.
let people pressure you to being
At any
dictated
rate,
by
do
anything.
do your research. Start with the CDC website. Learn what
That's
the mRNA vaccine type
government
is.
funded.
Well, no, you start there to get the basis, and then you look up the facts, the things that you don't like. That's what I did. It's like, okay, you get what they're going, and then
Right,
you
because the
Google.
CDC can't tell us any lies.
Rel, did you hear what I did? You get what I'm saying? Start with the CDC.
Listen, you
All I'm
already know
gonna
I'm
say is make
problematic.
good decisions that's
Yes.
best for you and your family.
Right. So do your research, look up those good sources, stay away from the conspiracy theories. But thank you guys for tuning in to the Cultured Misfits. You are a cultured
Thank you
misfit
for
if you're riding with
listening.
us and you've listened to more than one episode. So you're there with us. Maybe we'll get some shirts and stuff made up and all that stuff. So and if you want to be a guest or participate, reach out. Okay. All right. That's it. Anything else, ladies?
No, that's it.
Okay.
Adios.
Adios. Until the next one, please be safe,
See
be
ya.
blessed, and we are out. Yeah.